Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning with Barefoot Beach Cafe and Innerlight Yoga. I'm going to give you an hour of gentle flow yoga. You may need a block or a strap. If you don't have a strap, feel free to grab a belt. It works just as well. And we'll get started. We'll give it, say, 1 minute to grab a few things, maybe water if you need it. Thank you for joining us today. We'll get started on our backs this morning. Placing your right hand on your chest, your heart. Take your left hand to your belly. You can have your knees bent or you can leave them straight, whichever feels best for you this morning. We're just going to start out by breathing, finding our breath. Taking in deep breaths in and out through your nose. Feeling your chest expand, you feel it rise. And then as you exhale, moving all that air that you've just brought into your chest down into your belly. In and out. Through your nose and then back out through your nose. Maybe closing your eyes. Setting an intention. Maybe an intention of gratitude, just being thankful for everything that we're able to have, the people that we're thankful for, the emergency responders, the essential workers that are having to go in even though there's a quarantine. Sending gratitude for everyone that's trying to help make this a little bit more comfortable. Another deep breath in, fill your lungs, feel your chest expand. And then exhaling, releasing all that air back down out of your chest into your belly. Inhale, positive energy. Exhale anything that doesn't serve you. Feel free to release your hands down to the sides. We'll bring our right knee into our chest. Interlace your fingers and pull back. Extend your left leg tall. Maybe bring your nose into your knee. Try to keep your left leg down on the floor. Your heel will want to lift up. Just keep it down. And exhale, release it. Again, you can have it all the way extended. Bring your left knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers and pull back. Still following that breathing pattern in and out through your nose. Deep, long breaths expanding through your chest. Bring your nose into your knee if you did on the other side. Making sure to keep your right heel flat onto the mat. Releasing back to the floor. Go ahead and bring both knees up. Keep your hips and your knees parallel. We're going to bring our arms out to a T and drop your knees to the right side for a supine twist. Take your gaze over your left shoulder. And then come back to center. We'll switch sides, dropping your knees over to the left side this time. And then taking your gaze over your right shoulder. One more full breath. And inhale, come back to center. We're going to grab our knees and roll back and forth until we can roll up into a seated position. If that isn't comfortable for you, just feel free to meet us on the mat. Easy seated position here. We'll start by raising our right hand all the way up. Take it to the crown of your head. And then pull your head down towards your ear, or towards your shoulder. Your ear is going to come down, not shoulders up. Make sure your shoulders are down. And then drop your head. Inhale as you release. And exhale, let's drop our hand down. We'll do the other side this time. Inhale. Bringing your hand all the way up, take it to the outside crown of your head, and then take your ear to your shoulder. Your right hand is just kind of tapping your mat. Inhale, we'll release, and exhale, drop it down. Let's make some circles. Just go from your right side of your shoulder, over your chest, and then to the other side. You don't want to roll all the way back, closing off that occipital area. It's no bueno, so just back and forth. Meeting back at center, and if you'd like, you can take your gaze up. Inhale back up, and then exhale, take your chin to your chest. Inhale back. Exhale. Back up and forward. And back to center. Go ahead and bring your hands to your knees here. We're going to do a little spinal rotation. Inhaling forward. Exhale, roll back. 4 times. Exhale back. Inhale forward, finding movement. One more. And come back to center. We'll go the other way. Inhale forward. And then exhale, round your spine, take it back. Inhale up. And exhale back. 2 more. And last one. Alright. Arms going to come up again. Bend at your elbow and drop your hand. You're going to take your left hand, wind it down your back. Maybe you can reach your fingertips. If not, just as close as you can. Another option is to take that left hand and just lightly, gently draw your elbow back towards your ear. Releasing your hand down to the side. We'll inhale, bring it back up, and exhale down. Other side, same thing with 2 options. Inhale up, and then dropping at your elbow, bring your hand down. Right hand will go behind your back, interlacing your fingers together. And if that again is too much, take your hand up towards your elbow and draw it down your back. Release your elbow, inhale, and exhale. We'll take them both down. Arms come up, inhale. Bring your hands to heart center. Anjali Mudra, exhale, straight down. 2 more times. Deep breaths in. Fill your lungs, and exhale. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. This time we're going to add some more movement to it. Inhale, bring your arms up, hands together, and exhale, release down to the floor. Inhale, gather all the air around your spine, and exhale, open up. We're going to interlace your fingers behind our back here. Inhale, straighten up, and hold. Release. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, arms go forward, round your spine, chin to chest. And exhale back. Interlace your fingers. And extend. Inhale. Hold. One more time, release your hands down to the sides. Inhale. Exhale. Chest forward, chin forward, rounded spine. Exhale. Take your hands back. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, extend. And exhale, let's release. Shoulders should be warmed up. Go ahead and rotate them back. 4 times. We'll come back to center and then roll them forward. Last thing before we go into tabletop, plant your left hand into your mat. Right hand extends, gaze goes up. Follow your thumb all the way over to the side. Stretch. Inhale back up. And exhale, take it down. Other side. Plant your right hand into the mat. Inhale. Gaze goes up, watch that thumb, bend into your right elbow and stretch. Inhale back to center and exhale, take it down. All right, let's roll over onto our knees. We're going to come to a tabletop. You want to stack your elbows, shoulders, wrists, and your hips and your knees. All parallel, nice flat back. Drop your belly, raise your chin. Inhale, and then exhale. Push through your palms. Separate your shoulder blades and bring your chin to your chest for cat. Inhale for cow and exhale for cat. 2 more. And exhale. Inhale. Last time. And exhale. Coming back to center, we'll wag the tail. Take your gaze over your right shoulder towards your right hip. Inhale to center, and then exhale over to the other side. Inhale to center, and exhale, other side. Inhale forward, 1 more time. Over side. Coming back to center, extend your left leg behind you. We're gonna plant our right hand into the mat, turn your right foot out, and then open up for a modified side plank. I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see what I look like from the front. Your right hand is planted, your knee is in the same spot, but your foot is kicked out, and your left foot is extended long. One more full breath. And exhale, let's take it down. We're gonna do the other side now. So planting your left hand into the mat, your knees in the mat, kick your right foot out, open up to the side, right hand comes up. Side plank, modified. Your toes can be pointed here, or you can have a flat foot. I don't know if you can quite see it in the camera or not. And exhale, let's drop it back down. We're gonna come forward this time. Extending your left leg behind you, your right hand in front of you, and your left palm is pressed flat into the mat. Pull your core in tight. You don't want to duck. Nice and tight. Flat back. And exhale, release down to the mat. Other side, left hand comes out. Right leg is behind you. And I do point my toes down on this one. Keep your hips square. And then lowering them both down. Let's go to our first downward dog this morning. Curl your toes under, raise your hips. If you need to keep a bend in your knees, that's fine. You want to keep a flat back. Take your gaze back towards your shins and then walk your heels down closer to the mat. Your feet are hip distance apart and your fingers are spread wide. Make sure that your pressure is in your palms, your fingertips, everything to avoid injury to your wrist. Then begin to walk up towards the front of your mat, up to your hands. Keep a bend into your knees, roll your back, bring your chin to your chest, and grab opposite elbows. So we're just gonna ragdoll side to side. Let your head fall. So essentially, just rolling back and forth. Slowly making your way up, one vertebra at a time. And we'll meet in Tadasana. Arms come down to your side, shoulders are relaxed. Take a deep breath in. And open your mouth, exhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. And open your mouth, exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. This time, bring your arms up. Inhale. We're going to do a little twist. Take your right hand back, your left hand forward, and then take your gaze behind you. Wind your arm back around. Inhale. And we'll do it on the other side. Left hand goes back, right hand's forward. Your movement is in your waist. Gaze goes back. Come forward, inhale. And then exhale, hands through heart center. We'll hinge at our hips and forward fold. Bring your hands to the mat or to your shins if you can't quite reach the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. So you'll have a nice flat back, gaze goes forward. And exhale, plant your hands. Step back to a downward facing dog. Lift your right foot all the way up towards the sky. Step it forward in between your hands. Your left foot will rotate out. Inhale, warrior one. Checking in with your hips and your shoulders. Everything is square. Your front knee is bent at a 90-degree angle, back leg is straight, toes pointing out at a 45. Let your shoulders relax. If you're more comfortable bringing your hands to heart center, you can do that. We're going to open up, bring your left hand back, your right hand forward. Warrior two. Bring your left hand back up. Warrior one, gazes forward. And exhale. Drop your hands, step your foot back to that downward facing dog. Left leg comes up, we'll do the same thing on this side. 3-leg dog, and step it forward. In between your hands, rotate your right ankle out. Inhale, arms come up, root to rise. Really ground down through that front leg. Check in with your shoulders, your hips, everything square. Hands to heart center if you brought them there last time. We'll open up to warrior two. Keeping that bend in your front knee. Everything is parallel, so you're stacking your knees to your ankle. And then winding it back around. Warrior one. Exhale, let's drop our hands, step your foot back, downward facing dog. Walk your heels out. Go ahead and come forward to a high plank. You can do this modified by dropping your knees and raising your feet. A full vinyasa will lower halfway, chaturanga. Keep your elbows into your sides. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your heels out just a little bit more. Come to a stillness and raise your right leg all the way up, 3-leg dog. Step it forward to the outside of your hand. We're going to drop our left knee. Inhale up. Opening up to a twist, right arm goes back, gaze goes back. Inhale forward. And same thing, other side. Left arm goes back, right hand goes forward. Inhale up. And then exhale. Plant your hands. We're going to plant our left hand into the center. Raise your right all the way up for another twist. You feel this in your glutes. Keep your heart open, shoulders open. And then drop your hand. We'll curl our left toes under, step your leg all the way back. Down dog. Other side, left leg goes up. Step it through. In between your hands, drop your right knee. Inhale, raise up. Again, making sure everything is stacked. Take your left hand, swing it around. Right hand goes forward, gaze goes back. Swing your right arm back around, and then we'll twist the other way. Opening up your hips. And then swing your right arm back around. Gaze goes up. Let's take it back. We didn't do it on the other side, but I'll get it in there somewhere. Exhale, drop your hands. Curl your right toes under and step back to downward facing dog. Gaze forward. You can step, hop, or float to the front of your mat, bending into your knees. And raise up, halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands through, heart center. Actually, let's stay Samastahiti. Hands at heart center. We're gonna work on our balance, coming into a tree pose. So first of all, we'll ground through our right foot, making sure that all four corners of your foot are planted firmly into the mat. Weight goes into the side. Keep your hands at heart center if you choose. We'll raise left knee up, hip width or hip height. Take it out. And then you can bring it in either to your upper thigh, to your calf, or your ankle. Avoid your knee area. You don't want to hurt your knee. So either three options. Bringing it in, making sure your knee is pointing out. Hands at heart center. Your core is tight here. And it's okay if you fall out. Just go back. Maybe open up, bring your arms up. And we'll take it back down. Releasing your foot out. And let's take it back. We'll go into warrior three. Let me turn so you guys can see. Toes are pointed down, hips are closed here. Sometimes keeping a bend in your standing leg will help. Inhale, let's come forward, bring your knee all the way up to your hip height. And exhale, take it down. Walk it out. We'll do the other side. All right, arms come up, inhale. Let's go ahead and fold one time first. Exhale, hands through, heart center, and fold. Inhale, lift halfway, and then fold again. Reverse swan dive, bring your arms all the way up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. We'll ground through our left side this time. So all four corners of your feet down, toes are spread. Core is engaged. Begin to raise your right foot. Inhale. Exhale, take it out to the side. And then plant it into your ankle, your calf, or your inner thigh. Nice and tall, nice and tight. Lengthening up. Sometimes your tree looks different, balance is off. That's okay. Everybody's trees look different. That's what makes them so special. Exhale, hands to heart center. Releasing your foot out to the side. Inhale. And exhale, we'll take it back. Switch sides. Toes pointed down. Save and I follow. One more full breath. And exhale. Bring it all the way up to your hip. And then drop it down. Walk it out. Arms are going to come up. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to step the whole width of our mat here. So wide legs. Arms are going to come up. Inhale, starfish pose. Bend your knees. Toes are pointing towards the corner of your mat. Goalpost arms. Warrior. Keep your back nice and flat here. Tuck your tailbone just a little bit. Maybe even move back side to side. Inhale, raise up. And exhale. Take it down. Squeeze your elbows as you drop them down. Your shoulder blades are going to come together. Squeeze, and then inhale, release. 2 more times. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And inhale up. Last time. Warrior pose. Sorry, goddess pose. Inhale up. Take your hands out to the sides. Pull your core in tight. Hinge at your hips and fold. Take your hands all the way to your mat. You can use a block here. Shoebox works too if you don't have a shoebox. Plant your left hand into the mat or into your block. And then inhale, twist. Right hand goes up, gaze goes up. And exhale, release your right hand down to the mat or to your block. Bring your left hand up. And then exhale, release it down. Walk your hands over to your right foot. If you can't reach your foot, bring your hands to your shins. Try to keep your legs straight though. Gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, walk your hands to center, and then as you exhale, take them over to the left side. Right hand wraps around your ankle or your shin. Gaze goes over your left shoulder. Come back to center. Bring your hands to your hips, to your waist, and inhale, pull yourself all the way up. We're going to turn towards the right. Step your left foot in just a little bit where your toes are pointed, same direction. You can bring your hands to your hips here. Keep a nice flat back, open chest. Take a deep inhale, and exhale, fold. You can take your hands down towards the mat to a block, maybe airplane arms. Maybe you want to interlace your fingers for a shoulder stretch. Make sure your hips are even. And then take a bend into your right leg. Come back up, inhale. We'll switch sides. Making sure your step is a little bit closer than the wide legs. Hands on your hips, nice tall spine. Inhale and exhale. Again, there's options. You can use your block. You can bring your hands down to your sides, or you can float them up. Take a bend into your knee, raise back up, arms come up, and exhale, hands to heart center. Take your legs out just a little bit wide. We're going to come down, drop your hips, Malasana squat. So you can use your elbows here to kind of press your knees away. You can also use a block if you need some assistance to sit on. Just keeping your legs open. Another little twist. We'll bring our left hand close to our right foot. And then take your right hand up. Take your gaze up towards your thumb. And then exhale. Left hand close to your, or right hand close to your left foot. Left hand comes up. Drop it back down. We're gonna take a seat here. Bring your feet together. Baddha Konasana, bound ankle pose. I believe it's also cobbler's pose. Take your thumbs to the insides of your feet. That way you can kind of rotate, come back and forth till you get a deeper butterfly. Maybe even bounce your knees back and forth. Deep inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to bend into our elbows here. Take them to the outsides of your knees, and then your chest comes forward. Release your hands, walk your hands forward, and then lower yourself down. Walking your hands back up. We'll extend, come to staff pose. So you're shaped like an L. Legs long, back is straight. Arms come up, inhale. And then exhale, lead with your heart. Let your head be the last thing to lower down. Again, this is where you can bring your strap in. Wrap it around your feet and pull down. If you can't quite reach your toes, sometimes just take your peace fingers to your big toes, wrap them around. You can bring yourself to a deeper fold. Inhale, lift halfway, and then exhale, take it a little bit deeper. Walk your hands back up. We're going to bring our right heel into our right thigh. So it's up here, your left leg is straight. Hug your right knee in with your left elbow. Nice tall spine. Inhale, and as you exhale, twist. Take your gaze over your right shoulder. Your back is straight here. Let's see if I can turn free. You're hugging that knee into your body. One more full breath. And exhale, let's release, twist out. We're going to take our inside of our elbow to our foot, and we're going to hug it in just like you're cradling a baby. Just hug your knee into your chest. And then we'll release it. Bring your heel of your foot either into your belly, dropping it to the crease of the top of your leg for a half lotus, or if you're not quite there yet, bring your foot to the inside of your left thigh. Arms come up, inhale, and we're gonna fold here, exhale. Again, you can use a strap. Pulling back. Releasing your strap, walk your hands all the way up. And then we'll release our right foot down to meet our left. Arms come up again and fold. Inhale up. And then exhale, we're going to take our hands behind our back. Plant them into the floor. Fingertips are facing our toes. Press your heels into your mat and inhale, raise up. Take your gaze up and hold for reverse plank. Exhale, release down. Arms come up, inhale. And then exhale, fold. Back to the other side now. We'll walk our hands up. Extend your right leg, pull your left leg in. Your heel as close to your thigh as you can. Nice and tall spine. Now hug in the right elbow into your knee. Inhale, and as you exhale, twist back. Gaze goes back. Again, on this side. Nice, strong, flat back, tall back, and gaze is over. Inhale, let's release back to center. And then we'll take that foot, bring it up to your elbow again. Other side, cradling it like a baby. Interlacing your fingers together. Remember your back is tall. Just kind of rotating back and forth. And then taking your heel to your belly button for half lotus, or bringing it into your side of your thigh. Arms come up, inhale, and then exhale, fold. Again, with the option to use your strap. Releasing your strap down, inhale, let's walk them all the way up. Extend your left leg back out. Get a side view again. Legs are straight, arms come up, inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, hands go back, reverse plank one last time. Plant your hands, fingertips are forward. Heels are pressed into the mat. Inhale up. Gaze goes up, shoulders are back. One more breath. And exhale. Release down, arms come up, inhale. And exhale. Walk your hands back up. You're going to come to cow face. So the way you get to cow face is it's almost like an easy seat, but your knees are going to be stacked over each other. Your feet come out to the sides. If you can't quite get your knees directly in front of each other, just get them as close as you can. Your right knee is stacked on top of your left knee, so we're going to bring our arms out. Goalpost arms. Bring them in. Left elbow will stack over your right elbow, winding your arms around, bringing your fingertips together as close as you can, and then raise those elbows. You want them at shoulder height. Gaze can go up. You feel that stretch in the center of your back, your thoracic area. You also feel it in your thighs and your glutes. Good stretch, maybe forward fold. Inhale, let's bring it back up. Unlace your arms, bring them down. And then we'll do the same with our legs. There's two ways you can either we'll just show you this one way today. Stack your left knee over your right. Feet are pointing out. Give you a minute to get there. Arms are going to come up. Goal post. Your left knee is stacked over your right, so we're going to stack our right elbow over our left elbow. Once they're crossed, bring your hands together and pull up. Elbows come up. Gaze goes up. Remember, your elbows are shoulder height, so if you're down here, pull them up. And fold. Inhale, let's bring it back to center. Under your arms. Under your legs, we'll take them out wide. Take your peace fingers to your big toe, and then wind that left arm all the way around. Inhale, raise back up. Left hand to your peace fingers to your toes on that side. Right hand goes up. and over. Coming back to center. Grab your knees, pull them in. We're going to come onto our seat here. Pull your heels up, knees, arms come out. Raise your feet off the mat for boat pose, modified boat pose, or you can extend for full version. The main thing is make sure you keep your back nice and flat, nice and straight. You don't want to be rounded out. So chest is out, shoulders are back. Let's take our hands to the right. Inhale up, and then exhale to the left. 3 of these. That was 1, 2, last one. Arms up, and back up. Exhale, release your feet to the mat. We're gonna come onto our backs. Bring your feet together, and then drop them down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Supine butterfly. You can use your hands by placing them to your hips. Can you feel that? Gravity will naturally bring your knees down, lower to the floor. Let your back relax. Maybe bring your hands down to your sides in a receiving position. Using your hands, bring your knees together. We'll separate our feet just hip width apart. We're going to go to 2 bridges. If you have a block here and you want to do a modified bridge, you can do that. Hands down to your sides. Inhale, push through your feet. Toes are pointed forward. Maybe walk your shoulders in. Interlace your fingers together. This is one option. Another option is to take the block, stick it at your lower sacrum. Lower sacrum, it's the only sacrum you have, but that lower area right above your bottom or upper area. And then just sit there and let your body relax into the pose. Releasing your block, releasing your hands. Exhale. Drop your hips, raise your knees, give yourself a hug. Pull your chin into your chest. One more time. Hands down to your sides, heels close to your thighs, hip width apart. Inhale, press up, press through, interlacing your fingers, rolling your shoulders, or the option for your block. Press up, inhale, remove your block, release your hands, exhale down. One last hug into your body. Maybe you want to go into happy baby by grabbing the outsides of your feet, pulling your knees into your side body, and then just rotate side to side. Maybe straighten one leg, straighten the other leg. Roll side to side, give yourself a massage. Always feels good. And then exhale, release them back down. Feet to the mat. We're going to grab our strap here, grab a belt if you don't have a strap. You can use your hands for if you don't have either one, but we'll extend our right leg out and up. Drop your left leg down to the mat. So you have a nice straight leg here. You don't want to have it bent. So if you have to ease up off your strap some so that your leg is straight, go ahead and do that. We're going to grab it with both hands and pull back. Raise your shoulders, raise your head off of your mat. Use your core. And then exhale, release. Drop your left hand to the mat, keeping a firm grip on your right strap with your right hand, and then drop your right foot over. Your hip's going to want to raise up, so try to keep your left hip down with your hand. Inhale, let's come to center. Switch hands, drop your right hand down to the mat, and then take your right foot over to the left side. Your gaze will go over your right shoulder. Inhale, let's bring it back to center. Grasping the strap with both hands, bring your left leg up, meet your right, drop your right foot down. Grab the strap, straight legs here, and then bring your chin closer to your knee. Your head and your shoulders off of the mat. Release down. Straps in your left hand, your right arm's extended. Drop it over to the left side. Again, check in with your hip, make sure you keep it low. Inhale, let's come back to center. We'll switch hands. Left hand's out to a T. Drop your left foot over to the right side, and then gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center, and release your foot down to the mat. Walk it all the way down to the end of your mat. Arms come out. Take a deep inhale, stretch as far as you can from one side of the room to the other. Fingers are stretched and spread, toes are spread. Take a deep inhale, hold it in, hold it, hold it. Open your mouth and exhale. Release everything to your mat. Let your eyes close. Relax your breath. Let your shoulders melt into your mat, all the way down your spine. Let your hips relax. Your knees. And spend a few moments here in Shavasana. This is your final pose. Maybe coming back to your intention, gratitude, being thankful for all the people that are out there still working. We'll get through this, be able to have a nice practice on the beach again soon. But for now, we'll embrace what we have and stay positive. Thank you for allowing me to share my practice with you today. Hosted by Barefoot Beach and Inner Light Yoga. I'll be back on Saturday at 8 a.m. for another gentle class. If you'd like to join us, we'll be live. Bring your arms up, inhale. Exhale. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Thank you for allowing me to share my practice again today. Namaste.